Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for watching. Today I'm going to talk to you about the No Stress Marketing Strategy Planner, which is a template that I've put together for you so that you can make planning your marketing for the next 3 to 6 months an absolute breeze. I don't know about you, but I find it really stressful when I've got loads of ideas running around in my head and I don't know what to do with them. You know, whether it's Instagram or SEO or blogging or even your website design is a marketing strategy for a small business in a way. So there's so many different things that you can do as a marketing strategy that sometimes it becomes overwhelming and you don't know what to focus on. So this will help get all your thoughts unmuddled and get clear on what to focus on. So without further ado, I'm going to get into the video. If you haven't already got your template, you can grab it in the link below and you can download it and plan along with us as we go. Okay, let's get started. So why is it important to have a marketing strategies in place? Well, the first one is so that you will feel more focused. When you know what you're trying to say to your customers and what you want to focus on, then you get where you need to go quicker. Without that focus, it can feel stressful and overwhelming. You don't know what to concentrate on next. And it's all too easy to get on Instagram or to get on Facebook and just play around and see what works instead of following a plan and a step by step of what you're going to do each week to make something happen. So it's going to help you feel more focused once you filled this out. You're also going to feel less overwhelmed because you won't have all these ideas running around in your head. You'll have them down on paper in a way that's easy to understand. I want you to plan for the next 3 to 6 months, and the reason I say that is that 3 months is a good amount of time to be able to make solid progress in one area. If you plan out for a longer period of time and stick to one way, it's harder to adjust as you go. The fourth thing is that I want you to use 2 or 3 key strategies. Instead of trying to be on Twitter and Instagram and Facebook and every social media platform out there, pick 3 strategies that you want to focus on. And that doesn't mean that they're the only ones you're going to be on, but that's where your focus is going to be. So you might still have Twitter running in the background, or you might have, Facebook page might still be going, but you're not going to focus on growing that area. This is where you want to focus for growth in your business. Okay, but what is a marketing strategy? So a marketing strategy is a forward-looking approach to planning your marketing that aligns with your marketing objectives with the goal of achieving sustainable growth. Wow, boring. Okay, more simply, a strategy is a project. That's how it manifests in our daily lives and in those months when we put those strategies into place. Essentially, it's a project. But it's not just a project that takes care of where you are right now, like getting your mail out on time or responding to customers. It's something that works to improve your future sales, your clicks, your views, your brand engagement, or something else that you can measure. So a marketing strategy project might be something like SEO, website design, PR, brand marketing. There's so many different things that it could cover. If you start to think of marketing strategies as a project, it makes it much more tangible and easier to plan as you go forward. So let's jump in to the worksheet, get your download, get it up on the screen or print it out, and you can follow along with us. So here is the marketing strategy planner in action. Got my funny face there. So it just tells you a little bit here about what is a marketing strategy in the first place. So simply it's a strategy, it's a project that you might work on. That's how it kind of manifests in our daily life. And these are some marketing strategies that you might want to look at. So this doesn't show you doesn't tell you what strategies to use. This is more about planning out the ones that you do want to use. So I'm going to go through it and take you through how you might fill this out. So the first part is your overall vision, and the reason I've got this at the top here is I'm going to add it to quite a few of the planners that I'm creating actually, because I think when you plan anything, it's good to keep in mind what your overall vision for your future is, and that might not be like 10 years down the line. It might be at the end of the year, or it might just be a kind of general direction that you want to head. But if you know that you want to be spending less time on your business and more time with your family, then you don't want to be putting in place strategies that are going to be doing the opposite of that. So I think it's good to have an overall vision in that. So this might be something like by December 2018, I want to earn X. I want to be less stressed and have more time to spend with my family. Okay, so you might want to say something about earning, something about your state of mind, and something about what you want to be doing. Okay, just something general. Now the first strategy, so you might want to have like maybe so up to 3. You might just want 2, but I would say have one primary one that's going to be your main focus for the next 3 months, and then you might have 2 others that are going to run, but they might run more in the background as opposed to like constantly working on them. So, for example, for me, this would be the first one that I'm going to work on is going to be YouTube. And the reason it is because I've seen really great traffic from a video that I did a while ago. And so I'm going to concentrate there. But then alongside that, something that works really well alongside that anyway is blogging, because I'm going to be doing blog posts to go alongside the YouTube videos. Just have to make that the same. And then this one here is going to be Instagram for me. And this one, although I love Instagram, I don't see a huge amount of traffic from it. So although I think it's great for engagement and I love being on Instagram, I'm going to kind of keep doing what I'm doing on there and just, steadily going with that one. So this is how you then put in there. So I've kind of just talked about it really. So your objective for this might be, so an objective is, what do you want to gain out of using this as your marketing strategy? So for this it will be, I want to direct my target audience to sign up, to click through to my website, or offer, sign up to my email list, and ultimately join the Kindred Club. Okay? Your objective for each of those will be different, but you want you to get really clear on why you're doing this. Do you, something like your blogging, you might be solely doing that to work on your SEO, or you might have Instagram so that you can build up your engagement and build up your community. Each one will have a different objective. Get really clear on that so that you can do the next bits. Then I want you to think about what you've been doing already and what you want to stop and what you want to start. So this is how, if you have a big marketing team, this is what people look at things. What have we been doing that we should stop doing, and what do we want to start and get into the habit of? So with this, it might be, if you've not already started, so I've not done much on YouTube, it might be something as simple as stop procrastinating. And it's so weird typing, knowing that you guys are seeing this. It's like when someone looks over your shoulder and you try and type and you can't type all of a sudden. Okay, so for Instagram, it might be something like stop comparing myself to others. Who else is guilty of that? With blogging, it might be stop pushing out unnecessary content. You might find that you are writing for the sake of writing. So whatever it is that you might not be doing anything yet that you think you should stop, but if there is, pop it in those boxes there. And then next I want you, the stop and start are more general. So next I want you to start thinking about what you want to start doing to work towards that. So this is things like, I want to start posting consistent videos on YouTube. I want to create content that will be extremely valuable and detailed. I want to make sure that my customer can find my site easily from YouTube. Okay. What do you want to start doing? It's quite simple. Do exactly the same for the others. And then as you go down, this part is processes. So this is now, these 2 bits here are kind of, a general, this is what we're going to stop and start doing. From those 2 things that you've been able to write down there, as well as your objective, I want you to write out some real things that you can measure. So I'll give you a few examples. Every Monday before the end of the day, I will record 1 video for YouTube. Every Wednesday, I will edit a video and post it on YouTube before midday. Now, these things are not what I'm going to be doing because this is not realistic for me. That's not the days I've got nursery cover. But you need to make it so that this is something you can stick to every week. And then once you've got this plan together, I want you to take this and put it into your planning tool. So whether you use Trello, for example, or you use Asana, some kind of digital tool, or whether you plan in a notebook, or whether you have a lovely planner or something like that, or you bullet journal, whatever it is, once you've got these processes written down, you need to schedule them. Put them in your Google Calendar or put them, in your planner, wherever it is, so that you can make sure that you're actually going to do them. Some other examples of this might be, so for example, blogging, it might be at the start of every month, I will research new key terms for the blog posts I have ideas for. But a process is something that has use the formula of when it's going to take place. So that might be at the start of the month, it might be at the end of the month, it might be the end of the day, every Monday. Use when it's going to happen, what's going to happen, who's going to do it, and where they're going to do it. So when, every Monday, and before the end of the day, that's the when part. I'll record one video, that's the what part, and I'm going to do it, so I've obviously put I. So that's who's going to do it. But if it was someone else, you'd say their name. And then the where is YouTube, so it's for YouTube. So when, what, who, and where. Use the 4 W's. Okay, once you've got all your processes in place, and if you get stuck with this, that's okay. Just kind of, you might want to do all of this part, all the objectives, stop, start, and then kind of start getting your processes in place. I also want you to put down here at the bottom how you're going to measure whether or not these strategies are working out. So you might want to say, I will track through Google Analytics how many views I am getting through YouTube. I want to see X number of views in the next 3 months. I do recommend doing this 3 months in advance. 3 to 6 months, I wouldn't recommend like doing this plan for the year, because you kind of don't really know what you're going to be in a year. Whereas 3 months is a tangible amount of time, so that if things aren't working after 3 months, you can look at this and say, actually, you know what, that's not quite working out. I worked on this solidly for 3 months and something there isn't quite working. So you might want to focus on something else instead of what you're doing. You might want to swap out one of the marketing strategies, in which case just print off another one or grab another template and you can just fill out a new one. Your measurement might also be, so if it's something like, for example, Instagram, it might be, I will track engagement on my posts. I want to see an average engagement of 10%. That's a really good engagement rate, but hey. Okay, so then you'll have everything filled out for your strategy. You might want to, if you filled that out online, you might want to print it and put it up on your wall so you can remember what you're going to stop doing, what you're going to start doing, and of your processes. This could be the way that you record your processes, although I would recommend putting it in, some kind of planner, diary reminder, especially if you're going to do something like at the start of every month. You're probably not going to remember that. I know I'm not going to, so pop that in your calendars. And that's it, and I hope that was helpful. If you need any other help, then please leave me comments below, and if you want to see other stuff like this, then just let me know on that as well. And thank you so much for listening. If you haven't got hold of your strategy planner yet, you can find it in the link below. And if you would like to know more about the Kindred Club, there's also a link below. It's an incredible community. We have a follow along program. Each month we have a different training topic which is put together with me and guest experts for each month, bringing you the best content in a manageable format that will only take you a few hours each week to complete. We've got a great community and loads of accountability tools too. Add those all together, it's just a formula for success for your business, however that looks for you. So I would love to see you over there. Follow us on Instagram or Facebook as well. And thank you so much for listening, guys. Catch you later. Bye.